Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 24 of my Super Kids Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And we are currently on Abigail, because I was checking what everybody needs to do. She needs to draw some more pictures, so we'll just put that in Grant's inventory. And then have her draw, hopefully, people is her next picture, because she has 2. And I usually try and do them alphabetically. I could also check what's in her inventory, because that would be another way to see if she actually put them in there. But that's not the right type. So perhaps we didn't. But anyways, I'm going to assume that if it doesn't tick off, it's fine. I do also have Declan here. He was finishing his own people, and then we'll move him on to draw the next thing. And I had Freddie picking up his... So he's finished, so we can view his badge progress. So he should have got Scouting Aptitude. Yes, good. He's my slightly glitchy one because he's completed all the children aspirations, but he did not get the mentally gifted one. So I will have to use a cheat for that, but we'll do that right before we age him up. It probably doesn't matter when you do it because, you know, it's not really going to help him right now. So let's see. So for him, he really needs to work on some of these character values because he is done with everything else. Did I take his knitting basket out of his inventory? Because, of course, they have now fixed it that they shouldn't just go constantly autonomously knit. So I can put the knitting baskets in everybody's inventory again, but he never had his taken away. So I am going to have him knit. We're going to have him knit. We'll resume whatever of the things he has. I'm guessing he must have started a couple things autonomously on his own. Anyways, so let's put this in the fridge. So we've been in this save for 100 hours. Which, of course, every time I play, I have to check where everybody is. So it takes some time and it still puts you in the save. So he is taken care of. He is being Freddie. Abigail is still drawing her people that I just told her to do. Bonnie, I think Bonnie has done everything. So we really need her to work on some of her character values. So let's take a look. Does she have her knitting basket in her inventory? She does indeed. So we could have... where are you going? Are you going to go? You can go shovel snow. Go ahead, shovel snow. I was going to have Nora work with you a little bit, but let's not bother right now. So moving on to Colleen. She has a lot of things. She's got everything done. Let's check her badge progress. Keep fit. So you, my dear, why don't you actually play? Because that'll help you go across the monkey bars, and we'll see if that does it for you. Declan is still doing his drawing. Edward is also shoveling. We have to go out for Edward to become friends with that extra child, but I'm kind of waiting. I might wait for spring for that, and we might go to the park that I have placed in Newcastle, but I want it to not be snowy and cold. Otherwise, it'd be better to head back to Oasis Springs, but it might be nice to have a change of scenery, so we'll wait on that. So since he can't do that, what else does he need to do? He has to get another badge himself. Does he? Yes, he needs to get both of them. Why don't we have him view his badge progress so we know how much he needs? We'll let him come over here, and there's Freddie knitting away. So he has to give 5 things back, and he has a lot of keep fit to do. So why don't we have him come here and donate some things to charity? There's the first potion, and I'll set the next one up since I'm in here, and then I'm going to hit play so we can start heading over here. The first one, the second one, and then we'll come back, try it again. And look for it there. And then he should have more. I have to wait for him to donate the first one from the fact that they're stacked together. So I can't select it right now. And there is a fourth one. Oh, we have someone wanting to buy a picture on, so she has to do club activities, because it would be good to probably do that. We're going to not invite her to go fishing because we're actually going to come back here. And it is New Year's Eve. She got to level 5 of the fishing skill. And we got 2 5s. Freddie's at level 5 of knitting skill. So Freddie, my boy, did you finish that? Because you're sitting here for some reason. I don't really know why. Let's go back to, actually, Declan. Can you move, Freddie? Because I don't really want you there. Why don't you come and just play? Just so you leave. Declan, you got your 3rd one done. So we're going to take this and put it in your inventory if we can. And then you're going to draw. I'm kind of wondering if it might be hard for me to do the new. Well, I can't do new skills for their resolutions because I don't know that. Well, he can get logic. I'll have to take a look. So Declan can say new skills. Oh, actually, no, I'm getting confused. I'm getting confused with new skill day. That might be a problem for the kids if they haven't unlocked like the adult skills, because it has to be either a brand new skill or a low level skill that's under 5. But I could take them bowling because I think bowling unlocks automatically. So I could take them all bowling so that if we have a new skill day. We won't worry about that right now. That's not what this is. So I'm going to have to start working on their aspirations. So, Colleen, you're doing your homework. So I'm going back to working on their aspirations. Then we'll go back to looking after New Year's. So, you're doing your homework over here. And it looks like, I'm guessing you put this on the ground? Why don't you put that in your inventory? Because my expectation is unless you have an extra one, which you might do. Is anyone missing their homework? Other than, of course, I expect Colleen to be missing it because she has it in her inventory. So she has it in her hands right now. Oh, maybe... No, you're over here. But perhaps the extra inventory, the extra homework, we'll stick this in his homework, in his inventory. There we go. And Freddie, you're missing homework too, actually. Okay. Well, there's a homework. That's where... That's somebody's homework, so we'll give it to you, Freddie. So, all right. I'll come back. Let me just, before I forget to send this painting, we are going to send it. So we're going to ship it for $19.90. That's definitely much easier. And also the fee is only 5 simoleons now to ship to list on Plopsy. So that's kind of nice. So did you finish your picture? Yes. And it gave you your 3rd one. So you did already have everything done properly. So let's get this. Can you put that in your inventory? And then we're going to start you with drawing your shapes. There we go. And Bonnie is fishing. But do we really want Bonnie to fish? Not particularly. That's not really very useful. So why don't you come here and play doctor? And Colleen... Yeah, I guess you could do your homework. In some ways, I'd rather you not do your homework. But because of the fact that you might... Sometimes I find they're late going to scouts, which hits their responsibility. But since hers is already not maxed, that's fine. It's not going to be as big a deal. We'll put this in here. I will find and put them in their respective inventories. Let me see. Are you missing your knitting? No, you have knitting. I'll take them. Well, when we need it, we'll put it in and find it. So, Nora, you have decorated, supposedly. You need to party. Let's see. I guess I never add. Let's edit this. I like to edit these. I'm going to add presents. Even though it takes a little bit of time. It's in some ways, while it takes a little time, it's pretty easy to do. So we're going to do that. And I have to find, there's the presents. So we'll put these out and we will add some presents. What I'm going to do is go into build mode because this, I need to move and I want to center that a little bit more. I thought I was going to have to use the Alt key, but as I was going in, I realized that that wasn't necessary. I could have just done it in live mode. Oh, and that didn't even, me moving it didn't even cause her to stop. So that's good. So why don't we take a look at her? She we are going to make a resolution. We are going to make a resolution to complete a aspiration milestone, since she's currently working on that anyways. So we are going to talk about grilled cheese and tell engaging story and have a deep conversation that hopefully will get this 10 club activities done for her. Abigail, did you get that picture done? You were quick, my girl. You should put that in your inventory. And we are going to have you say an aspiration too. Since I'm on you, we're going to make a resolution and we're going to complete an aspiration milestone. See, I was thinking because they have the raising of a skill, so it still could be an issue. It's just like not a new skill, so any level counts for that, as opposed to with the new skill day. So you got that done. You made your resolution. And now we want you to draw the vehicle. There we go. And you can practice singing, because that will help with this party spirit. And she should, we didn't even see it. Usually when they have when they have the resolution, it goes here, and then when they finish it, it disappears. But we never even saw it before she completed it. So why don't you come here and repair that speaker, and then you can do some dancing, which you will like because you're a dance machine. After we will tell you to stop finishing singing. Okay, moving on. Bonnie, my dear. What can we do with you? Do you have any skills you can learn? You do. You don't have any aspirations you can do. So let's come in here and make a resolution. And so we have complete. Seriously? How can she complete an aspiration milestone? The only way she could do this is if she aged up and got it. So we're going to raise a skill. We're going to have her raise a skill. And do you have your knitting in your inventory? You do. So why don't you come do some knitting? You may as well resume your only knitting project that you had. And then Nora, come. You need to repair this. Come repair that. Something else for you to repair. It looks like I don't see any garbage. Oh, there it is. I just missed it. So then you should come here and scavenge for parts unless someone picks it up. But of course, your favorite spot to do knitting is on the rocking chair. So that's where they're going. And then you should probably come back here and scavenge for parts. Colleen caught an apple. Colleen, you are my next girl for me to figure this out. So let's take a look on my next. You're my next girl, my last girl, I should say. And then you have mischief and you have knitting and charisma. So we are going to have you. Your aspirations are complete. So we're going to have you make a resolution to, you can get promoted in Scouts. Well, you know what? We need you to get promoted in Scouts. So why don't we just do that one? You need to work on that anyways. So we're going to take you home. We're going to take you home and we're going to have you come and rally the troops. Clubs, rally the troops, because I see you're a little tired. And hungry and everything, actually. So we're going to try, and we have lots of time till Scouts, so you don't have to worry about that. So Abigail should be finished with her pictures, and she is indeed. So we're going to take that and put it in your inventory. I probably should have left it on there. Bunny Day. Tomorrow is spring. So she's needs to have a shower, actually. You should clean this. I saw you cleaning it, and then you stopped. I guess I interrupted you from cleaning it, and then once you're finished cleaning it, you should scrubberoo yourself. No. I gotta click on you, but you're in the shower, so it's hard to get to you. Magic. Scrubberoo, because you need to clean up. And now she needs to talk. She actually has to get to level 5 at the charisma skill, so she hasn't done that yet. And we'll just leave her where she is for now. So Abigail, you have to play your instrument. So there we go. Complete an aspiration. Oh, she finished her. I'm like, why did that drag me over there? That's why. So you need to, why don't you take a thoughtful shower? And when you're finished with that shower, we will let you have one of these violins that I took away. And you can practice your violin. You can come here and practice, which will actually help you with the party spirit. So we'll leave her to do that. Bonnie, you are playing there. But what I know what I did is I had you do the empathy. Why don't we try and teach you some conflict resolution? Teach to say sorry. Can you do that? I know she's up there, so we probably can't get to her. But hopefully she'll come off so that we can. Any minute now. If you'd listen, Bonnie, that would be good. Okay, so we got that going. So that's good. So Colleen. So she wants to get promoted in Scouts, or I want her to get promoted in Scouts. So we have to, why don't we just come and dance, which will help. We're going to turn it on first. We're going to turn it on to something alternative, I guess. And then you're going to come here and dance so we can work on our Keep Fit and our New Year's Eve goals at the same time. Perfect. And I dragged that and didn't mean to. Okay, Declan, where are you? You have to draw one more picture, but before we draw that, I have not had you do your make a resolution. So we're going to complete an aspiration milestone for you too. And then we will have you take a thoughtful shower, sure. And when you're finished with that shower, I probably should have left that on there so a child doesn't come and start drawing. So I'm going to put something on there so that when he's finished with his shower, we can tell him to draw there. So Declan should have his aspiration made. Yep, he's got that set. And she's still working on that part. Now, moving on to Edward. Edward, you have... Well, we can have you do the same thing because you need to get one aspiration too because you don't have the social one. So we're going to make a resolution and we're going to complete an aspiration milestone because I definitely want it done within the week. We're just waiting for warmer weather. Freddie, he's the one who's done all the aspirations. And let's see what our options are with him. We're going to come here and make a resolution. So he's already done that. And he can't do an aspiration milestone unless he ages up. And I don't know how that works. I've never actually tried a child, done something. Okay, we want... We'll do the step in and conflict resolution increases and manners decreases. So, but we need to hopefully see if we can encourage learning about sorry. And then we need to check Bonnie's... So her conflict resolution is almost there. This is not quite. We'll let her play for a bit and maybe work on with someone else. But before we do that, let's check back with Edward. So he has to... Freddie, I was trying to figure out what your skills were. So you do have skills you can... So we're going to have you learn a skill as your aspiration. Make a resolution or raise a skill, since that's something you will be able to do. And Grant, you can raise a skill too. But you also have to draw one more picture on the table. So why don't we do the same one? We'll do the complete an aspiration milestone since that is possible for you. That will be good. So we need to make sure. Let's look here. So he has it already set up. Freddie has raised a skill. So let's see. Freddie, why don't you come? And you come and dance. You do need to collect some badges. I made a note of that. Oh, no, you don't. Well, he did it already. He did it as we were starting. We'll just let him dance anyways, and then I will have him probably work on his knitting skill is what we'll do. And he still has his knitting in his inventory, but we don't want to start them too much with things because Scout meeting starts for them all in an hour, so I don't really want to have them getting too busy with what they're doing. So Grant actually has to do a picture. So why don't we take this picture here make sure that he does have that aspiration set as his thing. So we're gonna draw a vehicle for him, and he should be able to get that done. I would hope. It might not be enough time. I might have to cancel him and have him start doing it when he gets back. So how much time have you done with this? You've got 2 of 5 hours, so you'll have to work on that when you get back. And why don't you come do some... No, thank you. We don't really want to be a astronaut. As I keep saying, civil designer, that would be good. But no one seems to be calling and asking for that at all. Or offering that, I should say, which is what we really, really want. But, so we've got through half of New Year's Eve, kind of. They've all made their resolutions, and some have even completed their resolutions, but we obviously have the present opening and the countdown and some of the the party spirit stuff to try and get through in the next part. That's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.